Hi, welcome to another video. So I've still got more bits of wood to use up. So what I'm going to do is to make a workbench, just a small one, just for my shed next door. So what I'm going to use here is a bit of 2x7. I'm going to cut this up for the top into 3. It's not going to be a massive thing, it's going to be sort of about that wide and about that deep. And then I'm going to use these 3x2s. I've got loads of 3x2 bits of timber I'm going to use for the legs, the sort of framing of the bench. First of all, I'm going to cut this into 3. It's got some holes in here, but I'm just going to avoid that section and cut the rest of it into 3 equal lengths. Take a measurement of this bit of wood and then I'll cut the other bits into the same length. Okay, I've got 3 equal bits now. Now I'm going to cut the holes for the biscuits to go in. Okay, that's the last 2 bits of wood glued up and the biscuits in, ready to be put together. Just put some weights on top of them to hold it nice and flat. Okay, I'll leave those overnight to dry. It just needs cleaned up and sanded now. I'm going to use a coarse grade sandpaper just to take all the dirt and grime off. Okay, there's 4 struts cut at 59 centimeters that will go across the frame. Okay, now it's time to cut the legs. I'm going to make those 80 centimeters long, just so the table's nice and high. put all the bits of wood in, I've sanded them all down nicely, and then I've laid it out on here so you can see what it's going to look like. So I've got the legs that are 80 centimetres, and then I've got the braces that go across here, which are 59 centimetres, and then the shorter bits that go across here that are 34 centimetres. So I've got 4 of each bits of wood basically. And then this is going to go across that section with 2 bits then going across for stability. So now all I've got to do is to drill some holes. I'll mark them up so that there's going to be timber bolts that are going to go through this section here, and it's going to go through this section here. So I'll countersink them first with a 10mm drill bit, and then I'll drill through just this section with then a 6mm drill bit, and these are the hex screws that I'm going to be using. I've got a 6mm drill bit just so the wood won't split, but also so it pulls it together as well. So the 6mm is just a little bit larger than the 5mm screws, so it's then going to allow it to pull in, because it's got threads all the way down on these hex screws. So I'll take these bits outside and I'll countersink them with a 10mm and then drill them through then with the 6mm drill bit. I'm just going to mark these up so I know exactly where to drill through. Okay, I've marked these up now, ready for drilling. Now for the 6mm drill bit, and I'm going to drill all the way through. Okay, that's all the holes drilled now. So I've countersunk them and then drilled them right the way through. I've done all the legs. Now all I've got to do is just glue it all and screw it together. I'll just put the hex attachment into my drill bit. And then the screws ready to go in. That's that bit done. Now for this bit to go onto there. Again, glue it all up and then screw it in. Okay, that's another corner screwed in. 2 more to go. Okay, that's 4 done now. I've just got to then do the next section. Okay, that's one side. I'll do the other side now. While it was drying, I just put the weights on here, which I actually made in a previous video. They've come in quite handy, and they've just held it down firmly while it all dries. What I'm going to do now is to just sand it down slightly, just to get rid of the gnarly bits around here, make it nice and smooth. What I'm going to do now is to cut this into slats, and that's going to go into the bottom section so I can hold that area for storage. What I'll do is I'll cut them into strips. I'll measure it up, cut this into 3 long strips, and then cut each section up, and it's going to then be screwed in place. Great, that's all marked, and I'll cut it into strips. Okay, what I've got is 3 bits of wood, equal widths. All I need to do is to sand them all down, get rid of the sharp edges, and then I'll cut them so that they fit in the frame. Okay, great. All I've got to do now is to screw the top on. What I'm going to do is to push it right back so that the back part is flush, so it's going to fit snugly against the wall. I've drilled the holes ready for the screws to go through. I'm just going to use some hex screws because I've got a few of these. They're probably a little bit overkill, but it will help. It will really pull it all in firmly. Okay, that's the top all screwed on now. What I'm going to do now is to seal it. I'm going to use this Eco-friendly penetrating oil, and then I'll put some on this side and then turn it up the other way and seal the top. I've used it on quite a few things already, like decking. I'm going to use it on here because it's quite rustic looking. So it's a clear oil, so it will look quite natural. I'll just put it on with a soft cloth. Okay, that's that sealed. Now I'm going to turn it up the other way and then just seal the top. Okay, that's just drying now. It's looking good already. Okay, I need to give it another coat. You can see it's gone dry in certain bits and it's really soaked in the penetrating oil. So that leg looks okay. But on the inside of this leg, it needs more. And then on the end here, you can see it's all very dry. It turned out alright in the end. I was just using up old bits of wood again, so this top bit was just a bit of sort of 6x2 that was down the side of my shed that I had left over from about 8 years ago from when I did my man cave. And then this bit here that made the slats, a bit of wood that I found in a skip, and then the 3x2 sections here were just the bits that I had left when I did my decking. So it's nice that you can just use up bits of wood just to make something. I was going to use it as a workbench in my shed, but it's turned out really nice. It could even be used in a kitchen, like a farmhouse-style kitchen. But thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for some more DIY videos.